Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while that we did a video like this, and I thought it'd be really good to do so grab yourself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, some wine, some juice, whatever it is, and let's just sit down and have a nice chit chat. So as you guys can tell from the video already, I'm going to be talking about like life being pregnant in quarantine, COVID, lockdown mode, and how I found my pregnancy this time around, with obviously a panorama going on, a pandemic, whatever you want to call it, going on. Yes? Okay. So, yeah. So we'll start off from me finding out I was pregnant. So I started my new job in January, and I found out I was pregnant in January. Like literally, I think, what, 3 weeks after. So it was quite, I found out, unlike Bollers one, I found out very, very quickly that I was pregnant the second time around. And yeah, and obviously January was like the start of the pandemic, so there was nothing really going on. COVID was around, but it was like it hadn't really been touching us like that. People weren't taking it seriously. Blah 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 blah. Flu flare flu flare flu. Cool. And when I found out I was pregnant the second time around, I was just like, huh? How? Because I was taking extra precautions. How? Anyway, chat. Fast forward to February. February is Bolla's birthday, so obviously, like you guys know, we did Bolla's birthday. I might throw a little picture on the side somewhere here or somewhere there. I'm gonna put something up just to show you a little quickie of like what we did for Bolla's birthday for Feb, and I was obviously pregnant then. And then March came, and March was locking it down. So I'd taken a couple of so even though I just started my job here, I'd taken like some days off, like holidays off from work, because for Bolla's birthday, and because I actually wanted to travel, that like I actually wanted to go like Ireland, because like I said I don't know if I've told you that before, but when I was in uni I went to Ireland quite a lot, and I really enjoyed Dublin. So that was one of the trips I wanted to go to, so I'd taken some days off for that as well. So when they were coming about this whole lockdown situation and I wasn't going anymore, Mum was like, do you want to come down and see us for a bit? And I thought, yeah, do you know, I might spend a cheeky 2 weeks with my mum in London and come back and then resume work again. And that was kind of like the motion, what we were going to do. And then we got like the intel that there's a sign that there's going to be national lockdown going on. And at this point, my mum was like, bring your ass back to London. And I was like, you don't need to tell me twice, babe. Here I come. So I went to London. And oh, I'm so bad at telling stories, guys. So in between that, from Bolla's birthday to me going down to London, Bolla caught chicken pox. So my mum came down. She was really good. Her chicken pox didn't even last like a couple of days. Like she was really good. She didn't have any like spots. Like she took it like a champ. And obviously, so I was pregnant. Mum didn't know yet, but Mum came down to help me so that I could go to work, because obviously she couldn't go to her nanny. So when Bolla was back, all good. Then when Mum went back, she literally stayed for like 3 days. That's what it took for Bolla's chicken pox to come and go. Like she was really good with it. So I went down to London, and that's when we basically got caught up in lockdown. And because I just started the job, like we were put on furlough straight away, because we couldn't work from home, because we were still like in training anyways. So it was fine for me to be in London anyways. And because I was panicking about, oh my god, what am I going to do if they want us to work from home and I'm stuck down here in London? But they were like, we're on furlough, just hang tight for now. And that's basically what we did. I, being pregnant now, bear in mind I'm still pregnant, ended up catching chicken pox. So I'm there feeling some type of way. I'm feeling really itchy, and I feel like a spot somewhere. I'm thinking, oh my, because I've never had chicken pox before, and I used to pride myself in never having chicken pox before. And I'm like thinking, shoot. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? So I called up my mum one day when she's gone to work. I said, "Mum, I'm not being funny. Yeah, I'm itching and I've got like I'm like seeing like spots on my body and stuff like that." And she's like, "Call 911. Call 111. See what they're gonna take, because obviously the panorama, nobody should be going in and out of hospitals and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, at this point." So I called them up. I said, "Listen, Bridget, I'm pregnant. I've got these things. I'm not sure. My daughter had chickenpox before. Maybe I caught it. Blah 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 blah. All of this." And then my mom's like, "You know what? I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna take you to the A&E to sort it out." And at this point, I was like, obviously, I'm gonna have to disclose to these people that I'm pregnant, because obviously they're gonna have to treat me, more, rather than just telling me to go and use like whatever it is you use and keep it going. So that's when I basically had to then like go into, when my mom came, got ready, I was like, "Mom, before we go to the hospital, I need to tell you something." She's like, "You're pregnant again, aren't you?" And I was like, what can I say? And it was just so awkward. But anyways, I went, again, luckily enough for me as well, I wasn't too itchy like that. My chicken pox cleared, and obviously we were now in full lockdown mode. And it was just, mum was still working because she's a nurse, and she's a key worker. And so she was still working. It was just me and Paula day in, day out. When I tell you, at first it was fine, guys. It was fine at first. Little Gucci. And then it started to, I was twitching because I thought, I can't do this. Like, I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. My phone broke. My laptop broke. Wait, am I fast forwarding? No, I am fast forwarding. Sorry, guys. I'm fast forwarding to the second lockdown. See, it's all mixed up in my brain cells. But yeah, it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And then because I was in London, but registered in Dudley, like, I kept missing my scans and my appointments and all of these things, that I was missing all of it. So I literally went half of my pregnancy without seeing anybody, because I wasn't able to come back to London, to Birmingham, until like, what was it? I think it was like July, I think it was, when I came back. And by then, because they opened it back up and stuff, and then I was then going back to work. But in terms of actually being pregnant during a lockdown, it was so weird, because with Bola's pregnancy, like, my friends were quite hands-on. Like, we were all there. They were there for like the little journeys. They came around, like, we chilled together. They felt baby kick. They see my little bump grow. We were around each other 24/7. But this time around, it was like no one could even register, like, clock that was pregnant, because it was like we didn't have time to process that news, because we're really, really dealing with the whole pandemic here. And it was just like mad. Like, even giving like my labor. You see, with Bola, when I gave birth to Bola, yeah, there was like 75 million people in that labor. Like, we didn't send anybody. Like, I had like my aunties there, my mum was there, Bola's dad was there, my cousin was there, my best friend was there. Like, we came rolled out. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas this time around with Ire, it was just me and my mum, because obviously I could only have one person. So her dad stayed to watch Bola, and it was just me and my mum in the labor and even then, when I wanted to, like, they wouldn't let my mum come up with me. It was literally when I got to the delivery suite when I'm about to give birth, is when they were like, "Okay, your mum can come in now." And even to get her in, it was like they didn't want to let her in. They were trying to delay everything. Listen, get my mother in here yesterday. I'm not playing with you people. I'm not joking with you people, because if I push and a baby comes out and my mum's not in this bloody room, somebody is catching these hands. Like, and my labor, oh my god, it was so cold. It was so freezing cold in there. And it was talking about, in the whole delivery suite, guys, in the whole suite, that the heating wasn't working, and there was a problem with it, so it was blowing out cold air. They wrapped me up here in about 5 to 7, I'm not exaggerating, 5 to 7 blankets. And if you see the way I was like shaking, like I was having a seizure or something, like, that's how free, like my teeth, like, I was literally, oh my mom was like, she's caught, like, it was crazy. Like, it was so crazy. Like, I was like, I'm finna sue somebody. Like, I'm trying to sue any and everybody, because this is an absolute madness. Like, again, they weren't prepped up. Like, I don't know if I told you that when I had Bola, I don't know if I shared Bola's delivery story, but when I had Bola, when I was ready to push, they hadn't set up like the the baby section, not incubator, but you know what, when they're gonna put the baby, basically they hadn't set that up here, and by the time they were trying to set up, I was basically crowning and I'm ready to go, and they're telling me to hold off. I'm like, ain't nothing. When you need to push, you need to push. Yeah, I'm not holding up for nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. And that was the same thing this time, and I'm freezing as well, and I'm shaking, and I was feeling all, boy, like I wasn't even feeling, it was up to a point where I didn't even feel any pains. All I just felt was shiver. Like I thought like I was gonna get, what's the let me not come and mess up. Is it oh, what's the word, you know, the one where you get sick from cold, whatever it is. I thought I was gonna get that. Like it was crazy, it was mad. Like I wasn't here for it at all. And then once I'd given birth, yeah, like you basically could, the person that came to you at the hospital was the only person that could stick throughout the whole time that you're going to be there. You couldn't exchange people or anything like that, which obviously would have meant yeah, that it was only my mum that was allowed to be there with me the whole time. So we shall manage to convince them that, listen, like obviously the Ira's dad is about, he's come down from Birmingham, and my mom needs to go work. We came up with something, chat, and they were able to like now be like, okay, cool, do you know what, so long as you're not going to switch back again, we're going to allow it, since that's the part, like that's the dad and everything like that. So he was then able to come and then stay with me, and he was the only person that could come in and out and stuff like that until I was then like discharged to like go. But even then, it was just so weird coming to do naming. Like obviously being Nigerian and Europe and having like this naming, like the whole naming and things like that. We had to do a Zoom naming, like oh fam, like, it was just so bizarre. Like everything was just so weird. Like I had to be extra like obviously you had to be cautious with the pandemic, full stop. But because I was pregnant and I had a little one as well, I had to be over the top extra careful. Like when I tell you, man, yeah, when we go shopping, yeah, we legit, like, we basically waste a whole pad, a whole, what's the word, my head. We basically use up a whole wipes because we wiping it, like, we're not taking any chances whatsoever. It was so, no, it was so weird. And then like being in that, I've always said it, yeah, I don't think I could ever be a housewife, and the pandemic just solidified that for me, because being at home day in day out, I love my children to pieces, I love Bola to pieces, yeah. But when you're also then pregnant and you can't go out, you can't really, you're not supposed to see your friends, I can't go for a cheeky meal, for a cheeky dinner. Like some days I'm feeling so fat and like down and ugly, and I'm just thinking it would be kind of nice, like get dressed up and go somewhere cheeky with my girls, especially because I was down in London, like for basically the whole lockdown I was down in London. I'd be like, it would be cute to like go somewhere cheeky with the girls, you know, they grab a cocktail, I'm having a mocktail, like, you know, get a bit of dinner going, something really nice and cute. And I couldn't do that. I was just slumped and I was just feeling so like, and it was just like, it started to get to me. I was every little thing was triggering me. I was feeling low. Some days I'm just thinking, I don't even want to get out of bed, and Bola will be like tapping me, and I'm like, go bye. I can't actually bite. But being pregnant in lockdown was so, like, it was so bizarre. Like I always, like I said it with Bola's one as well, like Bola's pregnancy was sped by so bloody quickly. Like I didn't even get a chance to like milk being pregnant. Ira's one sped by so quickly as well, because I literally spent majority of it in lockdown. Like they had to rush all my scans so quickly when I came back to Birmingham. Like I was doing back to back because I basically missed everything. All my tests, all my blood tests, I missed it all. And by the time I went back, it was probably, I think, July. So it was what, like 8, yeah, I was coming up to like 7 months, I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, I was coming up to that, about 7 months pregnant. And then that's when we had to quickly speed it up. And then before you know, I came down to London to obviously give birth as well. And then we were still in the lockdown as well. So I decided to split this video up which I probably should have mentioned this at the start. Like, you guys know me, I'm not really like I'm not a real YouTuber, am I? Like, my videos don't really have order. There's no order. I'm just roller coastering. I just go everywhere. But this is gonna be a two-part video. If you've made it this far, at least now you know. It's gonna be a two-part video. I'm gonna be talking about obviously what I've just talked about now. Life, quarantine, lockdown, and pregnancy. And then I'm gonna talk about life, quarantine, lockdown, and being a mother of not one, but two pikin. You know, easy. Your medulla oblongata. I think I said that right for once. If I did, round of applause to me. That's what I'm talking about. It needs to be so, like, you've got to get your mindset on a next level. Otherwise, yeah, listen, somebody's enemy will just come and beme. Go and look at what beme means. I'm not going to translate that on, but but yeah, it's not, no. Ooh, child. It was nice as well for me because I was with my mum, and when we could like meet like the cheeky little ones when the lockdown wasn't so like severe, because I could still like go, like I remember like I went to the park, like me, Bola, and my best friend, like we went to her godmother, we went to the park, just walked around in the park for a little while. Bola had, it was like one of the hotter days, and we just walked around to the park for a little while. We had some ice lollies and stuff like that, so it was really cute. At least I was able to go to like my friend's birthday just before I gave birth, and that was a cute experience as well. So I had, when I was down in London, I had like one or two like little things that just cheered me up a little bit, because if I didn't have those, Ogbenny, I don't know. I really don't know. Mimo, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I would have done. I just don't know. But overall speaking, lockdown, I would summarize it into, so I'm going to summarize the video. I'm going to try to have la structure. So, top 3 things that was different from being pregnant in lockdown or quarantine than pregnancy in normal terms. Numero uno, you can't have anybody with you when you go to the appointment. It's just you, you're just on your own. So I couldn't take Bola with me, which means like, which was just long sometimes to find date, like somebody to watch it, just because I want to go like, to go take a thing. So what I always tried to do was make sure that when I was back in Birmingham, obviously I scheduled my appointment times for when I was at work and she was already at her nanny, which was very helpful. Numero dos, meji, 2 would be mentally, it was very draining, because like you're just so worried about the like this COVID and how like why can I never say that word? Susceptible. How prone you were. Because that English is gospel spraying my brain, bro. Of how easily you could catch it. Because obviously, like, your immune system as a pregnant person, you're very vulnerable and all of that jazz. So being very cautious mentally is like, it's playing with your head. Like, you just have to be so careful. Oh my god, like, okay, can I do this? Like, if I go to the shopping mall, if you come anywhere and we didn't even, I even want you to do 3, 5, 10 meters from me, my G, like. And then number 3, what would my number 3 be? What else was different about this one? Yeah, not like feeling like my friends and family missed out in general, not just brothers, that like my whole friends and family feeling like they missed out on the journey, and being able to share the journey with like my pregnancy with them. I feel like COVID took away my pregnancy journey this time around for me. Like, I didn't really have a proper journey story like I did with Bola, and that really irks me. Like, how dare you, COVID? But yeah, but overall, I bless God. Like, I was pregnant in a panorama. I delivered safely in a panorama, and to God be the glory. Little girl came out beautiful, healthy, fabulous, natural delivery. Went in there, smashed it at the park like we do every time, all day, baby. I know some people are gonna ask, so I'm just gonna drop it in terms of the pain level. Bolo's one, when I gave birth to Bolo, I was so much more that's another one. I wasn't able to be as active with Erase pregnancy as I was with Bolo's pregnancy, and being active helps when it comes to labor. That's one thing I definitely 100% know, because with Bolo's labor, yeah, I swear, like, I was high on like the laughing gas in that year. But like my pain threshold was so high for that. Like on a scale of 1 to 10 for me, I think that was probably like a 5. Whereas like with Erase one, I'm probably reaching like a 6.5, maybe there was a little 7 there somewhere, but about 6.5 really and truly. So Erase when I felt it a bit more, and I think that's just, I honestly believe it's just because I wasn't as active. Like I was active for Bolo's one. Like, so I'm gonna leave it at that. To all my beautiful mothers out there, keep shining, put that crown on right, adjust that crown. It's not easy, and it's definitely not easy in a panorama. It's not easy in a pandemic, especially if you're out there doing it on your Jack Jones. It's not easy. Keep going, keep pushing. You are a champion. You are beautiful, wonderfully and fearfully made in the eyes of God. For anybody out there right now, right, going through pregnancy in a pandemic right now, and you are alone, or you feel like you are alone, let me explain something to you. You're not alone. You are never alone. You're phenomenal. Keep shining, keep winning, keep pushing forward, because it's not easy, but boy, is it beautiful. It is what? It is beautiful. So keep going. I love y'all. I really do hope so I waffled on a bit, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it wasn't really a structure, but you don't already know when we talking, I never have a structure. Like I want to have a segment where we do this, like, because obviously I have my vlogs and you lot have been vibing with my vlogs and stuff like that. Thanks by the way, guys. Oh my god, my hair. Thanks by the way for vibing with me and my vlogs. But I feel like all my chit chat, like this chit chat segment, I want to call it something like, I'm gonna come up with something and like have like a hashtag this, and we can be having chit chats, and let me know, guys. And of course, as always, please feel free to share the love. Let's reach out to people, let's converse. Tell me what else you guys want to hear, what you want me to talk about. I'm open. Ask me. I'm gonna do a Q&A video real soon, because for those that interacted with me on my socials when I posted on Instagram, Q&A, an updated Q&A was one of the things that was requested, which I think is actually a fantastic idea. So it's one of the things I'm going to work out. I'm trying to be more consistent for you guys as well, so let me know. I'm going to probably next week, sometime during the week next week, I'm going to obviously pop up like a post on my story on IG, asking you lot to just throw me loads of Q&A questions that I can use to pick up for to make a video on. So that would be fantastic. So ask me anything, guys. I'm open, I'm transparent, I'm here to talk about it. Motherhood is a beautiful journey, but at the same time it's not easy, and I want to be open and transparent for other mothers to know that they're not alone in what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and for expecting mothers or people that are thinking about becoming moms, especially our age group and things like that, for you to know what you're getting into. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching up to this point. I really do appreciate it. And I really hope that this reaches somebody. Honestly speaking, I'm just here for the love, really. But thanks, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and hit that subscribe button. Share it, guys. Thank you so much. Mwah. Love you all.